Hey everybody, thanks for joining me again. Tonight I'll be using the order of my paint shall be Deco Art 24 karat gold, followed by a red that I really don't remember what color it was in terms of the red. Just I believe it was an artist loft. That's about the only thing I know. It's really old, so I can't remember it. But I'm doing better at writing the names down on my containers whenever I mix them up now. But this was an old one. Followed by TLP Grenache, which is another like it's a pigment red. It's very very pretty red, by the way. And then I'm going to use Arteza Pearl Marmalade, I believe. But I will list everything in the description as I tend to do. And I will be using TLP Sequins, which is like a interference violet, and golden magenta. And the magenta is actually one of their fluid acrylics, or whatever you want to call it, fluid colors. Didn't use a tube paint in that. My paints are normally mixed up: 2 parts Ultra Deep Base by Sherwin-Williams to 1 part Josanya. And with tube paints, sometimes it takes a little bit more Josanya to thin down some of the thicker paints, like metallics and all that. With my pigments, I tend to put my 1 part of Josanya, and I'll add a little bit of like a pouring medium, like you can use Liquitex or something like that. I use golden pouring medium, and I will probably drop like a dab of the gel gloss by Golden in with my pigments to kind of thicken it up a little bit, and then I'll add about, depending on, I've gotten to the point where I don't really measure my stuff anymore, but it's normally like 2 parts Ultra Deep Base, maybe 3 parts. It really depends on how it flows off the stick and everything like that. So it's the best I can do on that. And with that being said, I will with my cell activator tonight is actually black. It's Oxide Black by Amsterdam, and yeah, it's like 3 to 4 parts Australian Floetrol to 1 part of paint. So yeah, I hope everybody's been doing good. Sorry, I've been kind of MIA. Last week was Snowmageddon here in Texas, and didn't lose power or anything like that. Just water went away with burst pipes here and there throughout the city, and with boil water notices here and all that, and everything that entails of that. And I work at a school, so this week kids miss school because the boil water's in effect, and they go on Tuesday, and I will get back to today. Today's been a day. Let's put it that way. It needed to be 5 o'clock at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So it was a day. But I'll get to that in a minute. So black cell activator, I'm going to try to blow that out with my mouth. I didn't like the blowout, so sorry, that happens. So I'm going to try to speed this up, and like, here's the gold, and then I'm just going to kind of just really quickly fast forward through it. So yeah, there's that. Today, we woke up to the school saying that kids couldn't go to school until 10 o'clock because of water pressure again. So let's fast forward 8:15. They say never mind. The kids can come to school now if they want to. So that means they can come to school between 8:15 and 10 o'clock, and they're not going to be late, right? So that's fun. After that, high school gets released at like 11:45 in the morning. Then the other schools have water because of water issues, and then the other schools start having water issues, and nobody knows what's going on. Nobody knows what to do. They got kids going left and right, and like getting picked up in the front and the back. I mean, it's just chaotic. And after all that, I get home. Figured like the worst part of my day is over with, and then my youngest kid just decides to start auditioning for The Exorcist, is what it seems like. So yeah, there's that. Wonderful day. So back to this. I'm going to use the Yeeho blow dryer. So kind of what I'm doing with that, trying to push the cell activator down and then kind of do like a little I don't know, swoosh, turn action type ordeal, trying to get it to go over all of it. And with all this negative space, or all the black cell activator, that was pretty much me huffing and puffing and doing all that. And I tried to blow out like sometimes I have like where the blooms go out and you have like that U shape or V shape of where the cell activator didn't go. So I try to blow those out a little bit, kind of hopefully they would blend somewhat. And they did better. So trying to spin this out and see what we get. And this is what, I don't know, irritates me, because everybody has their own like display settings on their phones and computers and everything like that, and everything looks different. Like with this one, I can sit there and watch the video on my phone of the up close one, and it changes. And really, nothing changes except for my position, and I don't get in front of the light on that. So yeah, it really irritates me. This one actually dried really well. It looks better in person, just like probably most of them do. So here's your close up. I'm really enjoying the gold, and especially the sequins. I mean, how it kind of, I don't know, encases all the other colors. And so yeah, I'm really enjoying that. And I'm actually going to show you a close up of the dried version. So get that here just a second, and here you go. I mean, it looks great. I mean, the center part, and I'll show you here in just a second, I guess it wasn't level, so those cells got kind of wonky. Thankfully it was just there. But again, really enjoying sequins being around, like the red and the marmalade and the gold and everything like that, and you kind of just see it just spread out. Again, thanks for watching, everybody. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. I would appreciate it. And take care, everybody. Hope you have a good week.